Hi there, I am doing some crafting today and I thought I would show you how fun it is. I don't know what this is on my mat, but anyway, how fun it is to use picture frames. Let me take this off so it's not clicking. What I've done with this, I've taken a picture frame. It's just a very inexpensive one. I don't know where I got it from. And I have taken a piece of white, just real thin foam board and used it for my back, and I have decoupaged a recipe on here. Now when I was doing it, I thought it was for gingerbread cookies, but it's cinnamon roll cookies, but that's okay. We're gonna use it anyway. And we're just gonna take this and put some gingerbreads on top of it to just kind of decorate it up. And if I don't like it, I can just go to the sink and wash them off. I don't think I'm gonna use that one. That's gonna be too big. I have these 3 little gingerbreads that I can use. And well, the big one, I can put Baking Spirits Bright on it. I don't know. I should be doing this live so you guys can give me some input. If I put the 3 little ones down here, no, I don't like that. I kind of like them spread out, but I don't know. Well, let's try it. Like I say, I can always wash it off. Now I have 2 different colors. I have this one that's called Bark and this one that is chocolate brown. So I'm going to kind of do one color and one another color. If you've not ever seen this before, I'm using chalk paste and silkscreen transfers. They're from a couple of different companies. Let's see, this one I think is still available. The rest of these are from years before, so not available if you want your own. Okay, so I'm just going to stir up my chalk paste. Now this one's a little kind of foamy looking. This is one of the ones that when I couldn't craft for a couple of years, it seems crazy to go that long, but anyway, they completely dried out. I mean, rock hard. And so I took some time and kept adding distilled water and got it hydrated again. It's not the creamy consistency it's supposed to be, but it still works. So I'm going to take this one and let me get my fuzzing cloth. Because these are self-sticking, we don't want them to stick too well to the surface right away. So we have these little fuzzing cloths, and you can use your pant leg, you can use a towel. These just work even better, but you can do it without them. So I'm just going to peel it up. And before I go, I've already written Gingerbread Man on the back. That's because sometimes we use so many different transfers in a project and they're similar sizes, and this just makes it so we get it right back on the backer that it goes with. So I'm just going to, this is very sticky. I am going to tell you don't do that, because if you push down too hard, you'll break your glass. So I don't know if I'm on camera for this. I can't see the way my camera has to be so that you can see, so pardon me right now if you're not seeing all this, but I've done this enough. I kind of can tell by the feel and the sound how many times I want to do it. And this one's really sticky. Okay, that's getting better. It's even more important if you're doing it on a painted surface, because you don't want it to stick onto the painted surface. Maybe I'll put him right here. Let's try him there. So then I'm just smoothing out any air bubbles in the transfer part. Oh, I was going to show you, because it's silk screen, we can get all of these little details that with the traditional stencil you can't get. So I love that. All right, I'm gonna put him kind of crooked. I like things crooked. When I've had housekeepers before, or my husband, I drive them crazy because I don't do things in a straight line on my, say, my counter in my kitchen. I do things in groupings and at angles, and they always want to make them straight, and I don't want them straight. It's just different styles. All right, I'm just scraping it through and putting the extra right back into the jar, making sure that I get all the edges, because I'm real notorious about not getting it on one edge or something. All right, then I'm going to peel it up. I'm going to go to the middle. If I peel up from the corner, it could distort the transfer for next time. So we're just going to peel up from the front. And oh, he's so cute. I don't know if you can see him or not. So he looks really cute there. Maybe I just want some of him, another one of him over here, maybe just a little different color. So I'm going to get my other brown, which I don't think I've ever used. Nope. So we're going to open them, get my little X-Acto knife to, oops. Cut this silver thing open. Ooh, just got my hand right in the chalk paste of the other one. Ooh, this one's really, it looks like chocolate fudge. And I'm gonna get a paper towel. I have to have paper towel and wet wipes all over because I can make a mess. Oh, look at that. It looks like really thick chocolate pudding. Don't eat it though. I mean, I'm sure it's not poisonous, but it's not going to be chocolate pudding. Oh, see, now look, that's what it's supposed to look like. Creamy, kind of a little bit like a thick yogurt or cake batter. Oh, yeah, this is good. And you'll notice that my elbow is on the glass. I should not be doing that because all it takes is one little push and you've broken your glass. So don't do as I do. Move your glass out of the way. Okay. Make sure there's no air bubbles. And I'm just going to dab it on and work it through. You want to hold this almost vertical. Oh, pretty. Wipe off all that excess. And pull it up. And cute, very cute. I was going to put some over the words, but I don't know, but I have a wrinkly spot here, so I think I am going to put another one here. And then if someone is trying to actually follow the recipe, they're going to be mad at me. So maybe I won't. I should have put him down, and then I could have done another one up here. I could have done two. I could erase him, or, you know, wipe him off. But I don't think I'm going to. I just don't want to do that. So let me look. I've got these little decorations that I could kind of put all over. Or what do I have? I have a rolling pin on this one. This is the cool thing that you can do. Let me show you. I don't think it's going to fit anywhere, but I can use just part of something. I could use just the rolling pin. So let me look and see if will the rolling pin fit up here. I don't want to cut this off. See, that's tilted that way, so maybe that's gonna cover a couple of letters, so let's move it down. It's trying to curl up on me. Okay. And I'm going to see if I have a different I'm going to take, whoa, I'm falling over things, guys. I'm going to mix up a new color. I'm going to take, I think what I'll do is take some of the, what was this called? Chocolate brown. Take a little bit of that. I'm not going to need much. And wipe this off. I'm going to grab a little of, this is called, oh, iced coffee. I thought it was fawn. My iced coffee is a little bit thick, so I think I will mix it up. If I have my spray bottle, I keep, can you sit in one place and lose something like I do? I'm just going to put a couple of squirts of distilled water in here. wipe off my stirring thing. We use distilled water because tap water can have things in it that can mold the chalk paste. In fact, we opened one the other day at a workshop and it was covered with nasty stuff. So I must have used regular water instead of distilled water when I used that one the last time. Okay, so that's all I have to do is put a little bit in, stir it up, and it gets to be a really nice consistency. If you get overzealous and put too much in, you can either just leave it open for a while and let it dehydrate a little bit, or you can add a little bit of cornstarch. I usually just leave it open. Okay, just getting out a few lumps. Okay, then I'm going to take a little bit of this, put it here, and I'm going to mix those two to make my rolling pin just, oh, look at that. Look at me. All over me. How did I do that? Oh, I'll tell you, a happy crafter is a messy crafter, right? Okay, and I'm just going to take a little stir stick and stir these together and see what color I come up with. I've got something, I don't know what that is. I don't know. Might be just a strand of jute twine or something like that. Okay, let me look at these. I think I'm gonna make it just a little bit lighter. That's how I do it. It's on the end of that stir stick. Because since I'm doing a video, I don't want to walk over to the sink and wash things off right now. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to do the rolling pin. Make sure it's where you can see. You can cut the transfers apart if you want to, but I just find it, as long as it's doable to do it this way, that's the way I'm going to do it, because the next time if I'm trying to do the whole thing, I may not be able to get it quite right if I cut it apart and have to put it back together. All right, so there is the rolling pin. I wish I had just some little cookies. Let me think here. Don't think I have cookies on anything. So what I might do is just take this one, fuzz it a little bit, and then I'm just going to put some of these. They're actually the decorations for the ends of his arms and feet, but we're going to make them just some decorations. So this is a glitter, and it's got metallic pieces in it that make it real glittery. Got to grab another squeegee. And let's see what this looks like. If you ever use these, you don't want to add water to them because it does mess them up a little bit. But they don't tend to dry up like the others do. And then let's just put a little one here. Now this is totally dry, so it doesn't hurt it to have this flop over on it. I just don't want to smooth it down over that because then it could peel up some of that. All right, let's put one over here. I think that needs to be a bigger one. Wait, got to get some stuff off. Got a little bit of a mess here. What do I want to use? I'm not in my normal spot because I have a little gingerbread house over there with puffy paint snow drying on it, so I didn't want to move it and have the puffy paint kind of go all over where I don't want it. Let me just use this to dry it off, and then I'm going to throw this away because it does have stuff on it. Okay. Now, almost put it on the wrong one. Wipe it up. I love this glitter. There's just about, there's like, I think we have green and gold and silver and copper. And I love them all. Okay, let's just put a little one up here. You don't want to let this touch the crimson or the crimson glitter because it's not dry yet and it could make a mess. The shimmers, the glitter, or the, oh my gosh, I can't talk today. The metallic ones take a little bit longer to dry because of that metallic. It slows down the drying process. Okay. So I think that turned out cute. I'll put a little ribbon on it and I'll put the finished product at the end. I wanted to show you when we put things away. So let me grab a wet wipe. And I'm gonna move this out of the way. So you just want to make sure that there is no paint kind of caking up the edges or the inside, what do you call those? The screw-on parts. I can't think of the word for them. And then just shut up really tight. That's all you have to do for the metallics. With regular ones, let's take this out. And I've got a wet wipe here. I'm gonna put all my dirty stuff on. And of course I just got that chocolate all over me again. So you wanna do the same thing. I'm gonna take a squeegee and just get all of the stuff off of the edge that kind of gets there when you're scraping things back in and so on. Get all of that off of the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to take my wet wipe and just really wipe that edge very well. Get all that loose paint off of there. And if any got here, I do have some from before here. Let's see if we can get it off. And then I put a little squirt of distilled water there, and that helps to keep it from getting dehydrated. Now, that's 2 years that I didn't have time to craft. If I had been able to even think about it and take some time to just once a week open some, take a row of my pastes and open them up and squirt them, stir them, they would have stayed fine. But I just totally neglected them for 2 years. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. Just get the stuff off the edge as much as I can. Wipe it off. If you're in Anaconda and you're interested in doing projects, let me know. I do workshops. If you're not in Anaconda and you're interested in doing some of these, let me know. I will send you the web page and you can order your own supplies. They have a monthly kit that you can get that has everything in it that you need for your project. And that's with a company called Magnolia Design. I love that because you can get a project and you have everything that you need. You don't have to buy a whole jar of paste. That comes with a little packet of paste, enough to make the project. And you can see if this is something that you really like. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to shut this one up and we are done. And that's how easy it is to do a project with the silkscreen transfers. I'm going to try to turn the camera off without getting any paint on my phone. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.